Welcome to the land of Perisno and the tale of Tobias, where elves and giants roam in the ancient moors and forests, where dwarves craft great works and men form mighty empires. Dragons lurk in dark abodes of stories old, with vast and exotic lands abound. There are many powerful kingdoms and empires waging war for control of all the land, while smaller groups and factions stake out their own claims, and rivalries sowing havoc and destruction in their wake upon the populace. Tobias was born into this world, the son of a family of warriors and fishermen on the small island named Hylar. His father, Isgramar, died when Tobias was young. His only memory of him is the time he returned from a raid and taught Tobias to throw the spear. Following his father's death, besides fishing, he spent his early days training, his goal to honor his father's name. Due to his training, he was poorer than most, but given his skill with the spear, he did not go hungry. As he grew older, he trained more with a wider variety of weapons, and finally was accepted to the next raiding party, traveling to the rich Valhir lands to the south. The raid went well at first. When a Valhir patrol came upon the party, the leader, Torsen, managed to fight off 3 Hussars single-handedly. Tobias even managed to kill a thrall or 2. However, one of the Valhir scum in the patrol managed to escape, and soon after, Atheling Safar himself descended upon the raid. Men panicked, among them Tobias, and they rode back to the ship as fast as humanly possible on stolen horses, left with but pittance, and without their leader. Upon returning to his homeland, much respect for Tobias was lost, after returning without the leader Torsen. Upon returning home without the raid leader, Tobias was challenged by dock worker Kevinson for his cowardice. It was a fierce one-on-one fight, but Tobias ended up winning. He then traveled to talk to the chief, knowing what shame he brought with him. The chief decided in his wisdom to punish Tobias, removing marks of who he was and where he's from, and sending him back to the land of Perisno to redeem his honor. Tobias and his friend Hike, who both shared the same dishonor, soon set sail south to the land of Dswank and their capital, Burdenhol. Being short on money, Tobias entered the arena and had several failures and a few slight victories before leaving. After several attempts in the arena, and very little money to show for their progress, Hike suggested joining up with one of the armies of the many lords that roamed the Reichland. Lucky for them, the first army they came across belonged to Kaiser Otto himself, and he accepted their petition to join his forces. Several battles in which Tobias took place, he saw the tactical failings of Kaiser and his commanders, though he did see great honor in their behavior initially. In his first battle, Tobias was ecstatic to find that he was actually fighting an Atheling, specifically Atheling Sigurd. Kaiser Otto had a significant troop advantage, almost twice Sigurd's capabilities. And the fight was hectic. Much more hectic than the raids that Tobias was used to. Unfortunately for Tobias, during the chaos, he did get attacked by a Velhir Huskular, and had very little ability to defend himself, and was gravely wounded, knocked unconscious, but luckily he was found by Kaiser's men and healed, as well as gaining quite a bounty from materials left on the battlefield. The next battle that Tobias took place in was again a heavily overwhelming battle against Wolf Knights. Almost 1,000 troops versus only 30. It wasn't so much of a battle, it was a slaughter. But he had seen something unique. One of the Wolf Knight's dogs. Massive beasts that they rode across the battlefield. That stood up with Kaiser Otto's giant lizards that he rode. Following that battle was a 500 battle against 2 demon worshippers. And this is where he saw the failures in leadership of the Reich. No charging. They stood and did nothing as they were being attacked by only 2 men. Another more even battle came soon after. After several more minor battles, Tobias found himself in a massive war. The first time that Kaiser Otto's army had been outnumbered, fighting an individual known as Zeldak, the Chosen One. The first day of battle went nowhere. It was a practical stalemate, both armies losing half their numbers, or near half their numbers. The second battle was overwhelming in Kaiser Otto's favor. Soon after the previous battle, Tobias was promoted into the cavalry division of Kaiser Otto's army. Although he lacked the riding skill required, he tried his best. And eventually, Kaiser Otto and the entire Reich army moved to hold the pass of Dilac Castle. A battle was fought between the Tolarian and Kaiser Otto's army was severely injured, as was the Kaiser himself. Tobias took the field by himself against 17 soldiers, and, as would have been expected, failed. He was taken capture and he was taken prisoner by the Tolerans. However, Kaiser Otto had managed to escape somehow. Tobias suspected that this had been due to his charge, and felt that the king might show the same cowardice that had gotten him banished. Nevertheless, he returned to the king, because this is where the money was.